So Route 33 is interesting. It goes on for a while, but this right here is the section of Route 33 that everybody likes. It is about, I don't know, maybe 10 miles there, but before you get there, there's this very long straightaway, and it goes on for a while. And at one point I came here on the R1. I was like 178 miles an hour. Just incredible how fast this road is before you get to the twisties. So this is a straightaway before a major twisty in this area. It's kind of crazy. We're about to enter the twisty area. The key here, there's a nice gravel parking lot. A lot of people trailer there. It's not a bad idea if you just want to ride up and down the mountain. The idea here when you're riding Route 33 is that the first few corners, take them like a little bit slower, because you're essentially going from a very straight road onto a twisty road, and people forget that it's very easy to mess up because you're just not used to it. This corner gets a lot of people because it is so unbelievably tight, and then it kind of spits you into another corner that's super tight. But this area is extremely fun. There's all of these angles to the road that makes it very exciting to ride. So just kind of squeeze the trigger here. Man, my Ninja 250, sometimes you would be unfortunate to catch up with a car. Making a pass here was next to impossible. This is the corner where it gets a lot of people. I've had multiple riders crash here. A guy that crashed there one time contacted me like 10 years later. Like, hey, do you still have photos from my crash on Route 33? Beautiful area, and we're going up in elevation, 2,400 feet. So on this, take this kind of line here, make sure you downshift to the appropriate gear, and then you kind of, as you get here, you squeeze through, and then go into the outside of the corner here, and then on the inside. The problem with this one is that it is so tight that you can't really pick the apex because it keeps like bending on you. There we go. And that's why you want to go slower into corners than faster. Going into corners slower, it might not impress riders. But you know, it used to be that I would go into corners fast all the time. Oh, I thought this was a cop, but it's a biker. I'm eventually going to come over here and check out this road. But I want to do the entire Route 33. Really an amazing road in this area, and if you come on a Tuesday, not a lot of traffic except locals. I saw two GS's, probably retired guys. I think this is my favorite part, is going up. I'm not into like the going down part. We're still in Virginia, by the way. Downshift, set up for the corner, look through, and then gun it. I don't know, this bike moves pretty fast for a large adventure bike. This is where you would pass a car. It's the only like section that you can kind of see through, but the problem is like when cars decide to speed through it as well. Make sure you keep on your lane. A lot of bikers I've seen, they'll just cross the double yellow like here. They would cross it, and it just kind of pisses me off. It makes me not want to ride with them. Just use your own lane, okay? Oh, what is that? I thought that was a cop over there. So this is a very big corner, and I like to kind of squeeze out from it. Oh could have gone faster through there. Slow down, downshift, and then just give it gas. We're almost up to the height of this. We're at 3,300 feet, so we climbed up a decent amount here. And here we go. There's this weird house here, elevation 3450. And then here you should be careful because there is a place to pull over, and it's really scenic and beautiful. And I believe there's hiking trails near here. So what happens is that people will come and hike. Oh, what is this car doing? What is this? I've never really looked. Owl Spring Hunter's Access. That is interesting. Just an unbelievably beautiful road. Kind of rough, you know. It just seems like yesterday they fixed this road and now it's back to a rough patch here. Guys will fly through here. I'm a little bit more reserved in my style of riding in these roads. I just don't feel like I want to crash, especially all by myself. I don't even have a phone, so if I'm needing some help, I'm kind of screwed, you know. There's that car that we saw. I told you that he'd be holding me up. See, these are the roads that you want to kind of hold your knee out a little bit. Oh boy. Anyways, there's only a few more corners here, so I'm not as angry that this guy is destroying my fun factor here. But you can see, you can have a lot of fun riding these roads when they're isolated and empty. If a lot of people are here, I would avoid it, because then it becomes almost like a sausage fest. Everybody's like comparing their wieners to each other. It becomes very homoerotic. But this bike handles this really well, and it handles gravel really well. So, you know, that's the beauty of these adventure bikes. They're just so easy to live with. And you know, yesterday I did see a Tenere 700, and I thought, oh, that's so slim, so sleek. But when I think about it, I think this suits me a whole lot more than the Tenere 700. I wouldn't mind if the Tenere 700 had a shaft drive, then I would jump on board. But yeah, this bike having a big engine is also a little bit more on the durable side. So for me, that's important. This guy is actually going to the corners really fast. He must be a local. Look, I bet he's a West Virginia resident. By the way, we're in West Virginia, just so you guys know. Yeah, these corners, man, they're just so good. So good. Even like this kind of lumpy asphalt, this bike just kind of just glides right through. Oh, really bumpy there. Shooting range up ahead. I've always wondered about that. So this is the end, my only friend. This is the end of Route 33. Beautiful road, man. It's just incredible. Like, we need to do a rally here. What is this here? Shooting range? Really never been here. I bet it's a gravel road. So that's pretty much what Route 33 is, guys. And you know, you can do this area and just kind of do loops if you're that type of rider. Just like loop, like bore yourself to death just riding this thing. And down the street here is the closest gas station in town. They also have good food, like I think Fox's Pizza, but they have like Hokies and all of that stuff coming into the town. And instead of going to the right, we're actually going to go to the left. But first, we should probably fill up because I have 2 bars left. stuck here. The cops won't bother me.